Okay, guys, we should be live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's great to have you here, guys. It's Sunday evening, and it's great to be back on the live stream. It's great to have you guys here. It's officially the end of the week, and starting again fresh tomorrow, Monday. I hope you guys have a great week planned ahead of you. I will be back in just a minute, guys. So make yourself comfortable, chill out, chat amongst yourself, and I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Welcome, welcome, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Like I say, it's the end of the week, and we're ready to start fresh again this week. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week ahead of you, whatever you guys are up to, whether you're working, whether you're chilling, whatever you may be up to, guys. I hope you guys have some great plans ahead of you. So yeah, we're just going to chill out. We've got three major topics we're going to be diving into again tonight. I've made three videos for you guys that I think you'll really, really enjoy. And like last night's stream, each video is very different from the last. We're going to be talking about plot points that were left out of the movie that should be put back into the HBO series. That's going to be a very interesting one. We're going to be talking about the amount of money that J.K. Rowling makes from the ebooks of Harry Potter. We're not talking about the merchandising, we're not talking about movies and all that stuff, just the money that J.K. Rowling makes from the ebooks. So we're going to talk about that, how much she makes on a daily basis. And trust me, guys, you're going to be absolutely mind-blown when you find out how much that is. Then up third, we're going to be talking about the Glenfinnan Railway Viaduct up in Scotland and how it's being overrun by tourists. So a few months ago, I did make a video about it on the channel, but I'm going to replay that video for you guys, for those of you who are new, who didn't see it. And it just goes to show how tourists are kind of wrecking that spot up in Glenfinnan and making their way onto the railway tracks, making it unsafe, dumping rubbish, and all that kind of stuff. It's quite a shocking story. And by the way, Gryffindor sends in a $2 super chat or super sticker. Thank you so much, Gryffindor, for that support. I really do appreciate it. And do you know what, Gryffindor? Do you know what I'm going to start doing for people? So, I'm going to start running a little, not really challenge. I would say more of a promotion. So, out of my Ravenclaw trunk here. So, for those people who feel that they want to send in super chats, of course, no pressure whatsoever. But I feel that if you support the channel, you should be rewarded. So, my Ravenclaw postcards here. For the next... Okay, Ills Maniac sends in $2 as well. So, I've got 6 postcards here. Obviously, there's now 4 left. If you feel like you want to send in a super chat or a super sticker during this stream, I will personally write you out one of my Ravenclaw postcards and I will send it to you. So, if you feel like that's something you want to do, but obviously we've already had now 2 super chats, so there's 4 left. The next 4 people to send in a super chat or super sticker, I will send you guys one of my Ravenclaw postcards. Okay, guys, and yeah, Ills Maniac says, hello, Ryan, $2 super chat. So thank you so much to Gryffindor. Thank you so much to Ills Maniac. You guys supporting the channel, absolute troopers in my book. It's always great to have you guys here. And we're just going to wait a few minutes, guys, for more people to turn up, for more people to chill out. kind of get into the groove, you know, Sunday night, just here to chill out. Then what we'll do is we'll get into our first video topic. Yes, absolutely, Gryffindor. So I'm going to choose one at random for you. I'm going to choose one of these random Ravenclaw postcards. It's completely up to you guys. I completely understand if you feel like you don't want to send me your address. I completely get that. You guys don't know me, but I'm just kind of putting it out there as a kind of little promotion. If you feel like you do want to support the channel with a super chat or a super sticker, then the offer is there. I can write you out and send you one of my personalized Ravenclaw postcards. That's completely up to you if you want to take that or not. No pressure, guys, but just a bit of fun there. And like I say, I want to reward you guys if you feel like you want to support the channel. So, Gryffindor sends in another 99 cent super chat. Thank you so much, Gryffindor. I really do appreciate that. So, yeah, Gryffindor, just incredible. You always humble me with the support. Thank you so much. Erica says, do not get why people cannot just take a bag with them and throw the trash in until they find a good place to throw it, like common sense. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the Glenfinnan Viaduct. People just illegally park all over the place. They dump their trash. They don't care. I've seen it. I've been backpacking all around the world. I've been to so many different countries, and you will literally see it. You will literally see it when you turn up to the most prestigious tourist sites in the world. People just don't care because they're only there for a limited amount of time. They will turn up, they will take selfies, they will, you know, disturb the natural environment, they will break stuff, and they just don't care. Oh, I'm only here for an hour, I'm just here to take some selfies, to take a cool YouTube small video, and it doesn't matter if I wreck the place because I'm going to be gone in an hour anyway. Like, people just, they have this really bad mentality where they just don't care about the places that they're visiting. I'm not saying all people are like that, so I don't want to paint everyone with the same brush, but a lot of people are like that. So my mum won't like it if I got a random letter from a random person, but thank you for the offer. That's no problem, Meals Maniac. I completely understand. I would be the same. I'd be very apprehensive about giving out my address. But there's always that option as well. If you have a local postage like mailbox, sometimes in shops they have like an Amazon mailbox where you can get something delivered to a shop instead of your home address. That's something you guys could always do as well. If you didn't want to give your address out, I could post it to a local mailbox that's near you, and you could always go and pick it up. That's an option as well if you guys feel more comfortable with that. But like I say, the promotion stands if you guys want it or not. Okay, let's keep going up. So, I want a cup of tea. We need some custom Harry Potter themed emotes for the stream. Absolutely, I will work on that 100%. Guys, do bear in mind, I am still very, very new to streaming. Every single stream I put out, I'm trying to improve a little bit here and there. Bear in mind, like I say, I'm very, very new and I'm trying my best here. Managing the stream, managing the chat, doing the videos all by myself. It's not the easiest task, but I'm growing my confidence and I will endeavor to make the streams better. And what Want a Cup of Tea said about the custom emotes, I will definitely get working on that for you guys for the next stream. I'll make a note of that. Scotty J 99, Scotty J, sorry, Scotty I keep getting your name wrong, sorry. Scotty sends in a 99 pence super chat, super sticker, I should say. So you're entitled to one of the postcards, Scotty, if you want it. The offer is there, my friend. Thank you so much for that support. I really do appreciate that. You can mail me your email, your address or a nearby address for me to post it somewhere. We'll sort that out after the stream in the Discord chat. No problem. Gryffindor says you are doing great, Ryan. Thank you so much, Gryffindor. I appreciate that. And Scotty, like I say, you're entitled to one of my Ravenclaw postcards. I'm going to pick one at random, and I hope you guys like it. And I'll have to think of something really charming and funny to write inside the postcard for you guys. I'm looking forward to doing that. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do, now we're kind of, now that we're kind of in the groove and we're chilling out and most of us are here, let's start jumping into our first video topic. We're going to, Eels Maniac sends in a $1 super chat. Eels Maniac, thank you so much, Eels. I really do appreciate that. You're entitled to a postcard as well, like I said, but that's up to you if you want it or not. But the offer is there. We can talk in the Discord chat after the stream. So, we're going to move on to our first video segment, guys. We're going to be talking about some HBO series plot points that need to be added back into the series that were left out of the movies. And I think you guys will find this very interesting. So let's dive into our first video segment here. Okay guys, up next, this is kind of an important one. So this comes to us from BuzzFeed.com. 19 Harry Potter plotlines that the new show needs to address, or I will dress up as Peeves myself. Some random fan is just going to dress up as Peeves and make his way onto the set. If they don't put Peeves the Poltergeist in the new series, but I'm sure they will. Okay guys, because there's 19 here, there's 19 points, there's quite a lot, so we're going to do this in 2 separate parts. We'll do the first half today, and then in our next stream on Wednesday, we'll get to the second part of this article on Wednesday. Okay, so here we go. Let's move down here. So up first, while the movies do a great job showcasing the Quidditch World Cup, the actual match is cut. As a kid who grew up loving sports, this was one of my favourite moments, especially Crumb's too early catch of the golden snitch. Important to the plot? Maybe. Not really. But it shows Crumb isn't a mistake-free athlete. Yeah, so that's something you guys have actually mentioned in previous comments here on the channel, that you would like to see more of the Quidditch, more of the build-up, more in-depth kind of matches, you know, the ins and outs of them playing the game, more at-length matches within the actual series itself. And that's kind of addressing it here with the first point. And I'm sure they will give us more in-depth when it comes to Quidditch on screen and kind of the mechanics. Okay, number 2. The movie's definitely skimped out on Tom Riddle's backstory, specifically the Half-Blood Prince. It's one thing to make a villain sympathetic, but it's another not to show his rise to evil, as the book does in the orphanage that Riddle grew up in. This is something that I feel was cheaped out on so bad in the movies, and I really, really do want to see this. Some people have said, you know, you could do like a Voldemort spin-off showing his rise to power, but they could just show it within the series itself. You don't need to do a spin-off. But yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I want to see. I want to see, you know, what Tom Riddle, what happened to him, you know, how did his rise to power happen, the nuances of the character, what makes him tick, and going more in depth into that. And I think later on in the series, the more we know about his backstory, I mean, we know from the books anyway, but you guys know what I'm saying, the more that we see in the series of his backstory, the more of a build up to his character, his rise to power, all that kind of stuff. It's going to have more of an emotional payoff later on in the series, especially for people who haven't read the books. Okay, number 3. Remember the Marauders? The movies didn't, sorry. They really walked around everything interesting about the prongs. James Potter, Padfoot, Sirius Black, Mooney, obviously Remus Lupin, and Wormtail Peter Pettigrew. The map plays a huge role in the Prisoner of Azkaban, but we should 100% get more of the friend group in a series. Again, this is something that numerous of you guys, many of you guys I should say, have mentioned about a Marauders spin-off. Once the Harry Potter franchise gets taken over by Netflix, Netflix could look to do spin-offs. But the thing is, does the average everyday person know about the Marauders? Is the Marauders a big enough thing that they would greenlight a spin-off series? Or is it just worth them going into more depth, you know, within the actual mainline Harry Potter series itself, to give us more of a backstory of the Marauders and the characters and their chemistry and their relationship? I would love to know what you think. Would you prefer a spin-off, or would you just prefer the main Harry Potter series just to go into a bit more depth? You know, which kind of avenue would you go down there? Okay, moving on to number 4. It's really more of a character trait than a plot point, but all of the teen angst Harry should be more upfront from the start. It's a coming-of-age story, so it makes sense to show Harry and other characters handling, and not handling, their emotions. How sassy will HBO make Harry? We'll see. I mean, we've all gone through it ourselves. You know, that growing up period where you become sarcastic, you become grumpy, that kind of teen angst period of your life. I mean, how is that going to play out? How are they going to bring that out in the kind of the young characters here as they grow? You have to do it in a way that doesn't make them annoying to be around. These have to be characters that you want to come back to on a weekly basis and hang out with at Hogwarts. So if they bring out the teen angst too much and it becomes annoying and kind of off-putting and their attitudes are just really bad, then they're not kind of, you know, you're not going to want to hang out with these students. So they have to do it in a way that's kind of fun and humorous and kind of sassy, like it says here. But it's going to be interesting to see how they bring out that kind of coming-of-age teen angst within the characters as they grow. Okay, moving on to number 5. In The Goblet of Fire, the maze plays a significant role. My favorite film, by the way, encompassing the competitor's first-time sighting of the maze and the challenges inside, including a sphinx. The film kind of drops us into the final game without the same build-up as the underwater game. Hopefully, the show gives it more time. Again, you'll notice a lot of these points that they're making in this article is like the build-up or the amount of depth to certain scenes or plot points. So that's basically what we need. With the Triwizard Tournament, it's a huge thing, you know, with different schools competing for the grand prize, and they need to have a kind of a big build-up, and they need to add more emphasis into that build-up of each of the three, you know, like each of the challenges, I should say. And I really hope they do that, because like I say, it's my favorite movie, it's my favorite part of the franchise, the Triwizard Tournament, and I can't wait to see it, especially Harry battling the dragon. Man, I cannot wait to see that in the new series. I hope the designs of the dragons look badass, by the way. Okay, so yeah, the build up to the Triwizard Tournament and the different kind of challenges. Let me know what you think about that, guys. That's number 5. So, number 6, Dobby needs to be sprinkled throughout the series more to make the death have more impact. He was featured in books 4, 5, and 6, but the movies don't bring him back until the same book where he meets his demise. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing as well. I mean, Dobby, absolute fan favorite. He's instantly recognizable as kind of like one of the mascots of the franchise. You put a picture of him in front of most people, they know exactly who he is. And like it says here, have more emotional attachment to Dobby. I mean, his death in the movies was pretty tragic, and it was in the books as well. But I mean, in the series, we need to be more connected to Dobby than we ever have been. Let's see more of him. Let's have more connective tissue and chemistry between him and Harry and other characters. And when he dies, you know, we're really going to feel it. And I'm not prepared for it in some ways. To go through that all over again, it's going to be an emotional gut punch, guys. But I'm sure they're going to do a fantastic job with Dobby. So that's point number 6. Okay, number 7. They actually trim a lot of Miss Weasley, Molly's storylines from the movies. She is a lot more of an imperfect character in the books, so her growth on screen will make Bellatrix kill, the Bellatrix kill, bigger and more meaningful than just go mum moment. Yeah, I mean, again, another character that was kind of somewhat mishandled. Not all that badly, because I did like the movie version of the character. But we could do a more faithful rendition of the character, and like it says here, more of an imperfect character. So, I mean, again, having more depth added to the Molly Weasley character, when she does finally kill Bellatrix, again, it's just going to pay off later on in the story. And that's a common theme and thread throughout this article. Adding more depth earlier on to have that payoff bigger and better kind of later in the story. That's kind of the through line that we're talking about here in most of these points, I guess. So let me know what you think about that, guys. Okay, we'll do 8 and 9, and then we'll do the rest on Wednesday in the next stream. Okay, so number 8, Have Mercy is Percy. Speaking of the Weasleys, what happened to their eldest in the films? Percy had a larger presence in the books, so expect him and the Weasleys to be more prominent in the show. Again, another flawed character that would have been interesting to see progress over the years. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, what happened to him in the movies? That's a good point that a lot of people bring up. He had a bigger presence in the books, of course. And yeah, I guess it's just time constraints. I mean, when you're looking at a movie, you have to cut certain things out to stay within the time restraints that the studio wants. And there's just certain things that you just have to put on the chopping block and just cut out. It's unfortunate. Peeves the Poltergeist, Percy, other kind of things like Spew, you know, when it comes to the elves, stuff like that. They have to cut things out. It's not the popular opinion, but unfortunately, that's what happens when you're so restricted by each movie having a certain runtime, I should say. But hopefully we see more of Percy, and you know, let's hope that his character gets done justice. Okay, number 9. This is the final one for this particular video segment. So, number 9. One of the most notable changes in the movies made was to Harry's final fight with Voldemort. More intimate. A one-on-one encounter. In the book, it happens in the Grand Hall, with everyone looking on as a witness. This feels important for both good and bad characters to see the final outcome of Who Must Not Be Named versus The Boy Who Lived. Yeah, I like the book version a lot better, I think. The fact that, you know, they have... like it says here, with Voldemort, was more intimate kind of in the movie. But in the book, it happens in the Grand Hall. I think that's a much better setting with everybody watching, standing in the Great Hall. I can't wait to see that more faithful adaptation from the book of the final fight between them two done in the Great Hall. I think it's going to be much better than the way they did it in the movie. I feel like the final confrontation between Voldemort and Harry Potter in the movies, I felt that it felt a little bit rushed to me. I don't know why. You guys may not feel the same, but I always felt that it was over a little bit too quickly. It should have been played out a little bit longer. There should have been, you know, more nuances to it. And I don't know. I just can't get over the fact that it feels like it was a little bit over before it began kind of thing. Like, they should have played it out a little bit more. There should have been a cat and mouse situation where Voldemort was kind of pursuing Harry, and I feel like it should have gone on a little bit longer. But that's just me. You guys may feel a lot different from that. But yeah, I mean, like it says here, the final fight happening in the Grand Hall. What do you think? Do you prefer the book ending, or do you prefer the way they did it in the movies? And would you like them to have a more faithful adaptation kind of in this series to the book? I would love to know what you guys think about that. So that's kind of where we'll leave it off for now, guys. Like I say, there's 19 plot points in here. We've only got to number 9. So we'll finish off the next 10 on Wednesday when we do our next live stream. I think that will make for a second great part to this article, to look at those other points about what they can do the series and kind of fix the movies where they kind of failed ultimately. But guys, let me know in the live chat or in the comments what you think about the 9 points that we covered. Which ones stand out to you the most, and which ones would you be at the top of your list if you had to change any of those 9 points? Would love to hear what you guys have to say. Okay guys, with that down, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's our first part. Like I said in that video there, we'll do the second part on Wednesday because there's 19 points. There's quite a lot to get to. But I think it's kind of cool to cut it in half, and we'll do the other part on Wednesday. But yeah, I mean, there's so many points we can go through that were left out of the movies, you know, from the books, that need to be injected back into that series. I mean, the list is just endless, and we could go into all the minute details. But like I say, we'll get to the second part of that list. We'll get to the second part of that list on Wednesday when we do our next live stream. So look forward to that, guys. Okay, where are we? So, Nicole Collins says, Happy New Year. I appreciate the sentiment. Nicole, thank you for that. Flamingos, great to have you here. To be fair, I never really read the Harry Potter book, so I don't mind the battle with Voldemort and Harry. Yeah, I mean, for people that have just seen the movies, I mean, it's absolutely fine. I mean, not everyone needs to have read the books. That's fine. You don't, like, some people are under this misconception that you can only be a Harry Potter fan if you've read the books. Like, you can be a Harry Potter fan and just have watched the movies and not read the books. That's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So we're just going to hang out and chill as well, guys, for the next 5 or 10 minutes. Then we'll get into our second video segment, which is talking about J.K. Rowling's daily pay rate and how much money she earns from the Harry Potter ebooks, which is really, really insane. Yeah, so we will definitely dive into that. But, yeah, really, really cool stuff. So, let's have a look what's going on here. Honestly, the only thing I know from the Harry Potter books were that Dumbledore asked calmly meme. Yeah, that has always been one of the kind of memes that I find funny. It's kind of hilarious. Okay, let's grab that. And we'll put this over there. Maverick Star, I'm literally just booting up the game as we talk. I'm literally just putting it on now. But I just wanted to have a chat with you guys and kind of get to the first video segment. And we'll kind of start booting up Hogwarts Legacy for a bit. Then we'll get into our second video segment. Okay, let me grab my shiny Xbox control here. P the Diddler, hi, good to see you live. It's great to have you. It's great to have you here, P the Diddler. Kimmy says, have you read the books, Ryan? Yes, I have read the books. In fact, I have the. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have some of the books over there behind me on my shelf behind me. You guys might not be able to see it from here because the background's a bit blurred out. I have the Philosopher's Stone Illustrated Edition over there, which I absolutely love. I love the artwork so much. It's so good. I'm currently kind of rereading it at the moment, the illustrated versions. I need to pick up the other illustrated books because I love the artwork so much. But they're not the cheapest books to buy. They're like £20 or £30 each. And if you buy like all of them, that starts racking up a bit of money. So, but yeah, I do recommend if anyone hasn't read the illustrated versions, I do recommend trying them out because, like I say, the artwork is just stunning. It looks so good. Hear the music. We got the chilling music going on in the background. Yeah, Kimmy, yeah, the illustrated editions are stunning. They are really good. Do you know what? If you go on eBay, actually, now that I think about it, you can buy like all of the illustrated books together in one group, and some people are selling them kind of relatively cheap compared to what you get in the stores. So, I want the illustrated edition so bad. Yeah, Gryffindor, look on eBay. You can buy all of them. You know, people group them together and sell them. So I would recommend looking on eBay or maybe Amazon or something like that. Okay, let me just grab this. So I've got one Slytherin character on level 23. I've got one Hufflepuff on level 3, and then a second Hufflepuff on level 1. I'm not sure why I started these other characters. But anyway, let's get back into this. Runs to eBay. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. Definitely worth checking out.
And a bit unsettling.
Or you can check out your local, like, what do they call it? Craigslist? That's what they call it in America, isn't it? It's like Craigslist. We have a different version of Craigslist. Ours is called Gumtree, which is a bit of a weird name. Sometimes you can find people in your local area kind of selling it. Maverick Star, love the community that we are building here, and sends 50... Do you know what? I don't even know what that currency is, but thank you so much, Maverick Star. I really do appreciate that, and it's fantastic to have you here, Maverick Star. I see you turn up all the time in the chat. I'm so glad that you're here, and it's great to have you here. I really do appreciate that support. Thank you so much, Maverick Star. I'm curious, if you don't mind me asking, Maverick, what is your name from? Is it from, like, a comic book or something? It rings a bell, Maverick Star. I thought that said 50. Yeah, that's what I thought. I almost lost my damn mind, and then I realized it wasn't a dollar sign. I don't know what that sign is. Does anybody know what that is? I can't really open Google right now because I have too much stuff open on my computer. Actually, one second. Let me have a look on my phone. I'm curious to see what this is. Currency symbols? Indian rupee. It's an Indian rupee, it says. Indian rupee 50. It says here 50 Indian rupee. One second. It says here 50 Indian rupee is equal to 0.41 pounds. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. That's so cool. And I've learned a new thing because I had no idea. Yeah, it's Indian rupee, guys. I'm pretty sure it is. So, look at this, guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. You see the same symbol there on the Indian note? Yeah, thank you so much for that, Maverick. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. That really means a lot. And you're entitled to one of my Ravenclaw postcards as well, which is, if you want, the offer is there. That was a really cool lesson on the symbol. Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of us didn't even know what an Indian rupee looked like. I had no idea. I was planning on visiting in India at one point in time. I actually had a visa, a 30-day travel visa for India a couple of years ago, but it expired before I managed to get to it. I was traveling to other countries, and I didn't manage to get there, unfortunately. But I would love to go to India. It's definitely on my list. It looks incredible. And the Indian people that I've met around the world, man, they're so intelligent. They're so nice. And they're just really, really lovely people. I want to change my YouTube username to the Vorolarian, a character in my book who is a superhero, who is also the name of an extinct alien species. Yeah, well, I mean, you can change it, Ills Maniac. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, just go into your settings and you can change it. My mother's been to India. She's pretty damn lucky if she's been to India. Really, like I say, really, really lovely place. Very, very hot. A lot of people as well. But, man, you can stay in, like, 5-star hotel resorts in India, like, dirt cheap. It's a really cheap country to visit as well. Do you know what? I need to get out of this tomb, and I'm kind of lost. So, guys, we'll fire up the second video segment in just a minute, once I figure out my way out of this tomb. Yeah, I definitely want to go back this way. Yeah, so Maverick Star, that's what I'm doing for people. I've only got 6, though. So it was the first 6 people who sent in a super chat or super sticker in this stream. I will send out a postcard to. And I'll put a funny little note in there for you guys. And like I say, the offer is there, but you don't have to take it if you don't want to. But yeah, it's I just thought it'd be a fun little promotion for you guys. Like I say, how do I get out? I'm so lost. I don't know where to go. I blame Gryffindor. Gryffindor got me lost in this. Tomb. She told me to go in there, and now I'm lost. Okay, I've made my way out now. Gryffindor. Last night when we were playing, you got to depulso a door. That's all right. I'm just gonna go out here and travel around. Flamingo Production says, "Damn you, Gryffindor." We could have done with you last night on the stream, Gryffindor, because I was so lost inside that tomb last night. I was running around in circles for ages, and everyone was like, "Oh, we need Gryffindor. She knows where to go." So yeah. Oh man, look at this stunning view. Look at that, the sun, man. That looks so great. This game is a masterpiece, absolutely. We're just going to take a stroll along the beach here. We're just going to chill out. Equip gear you found, purchased or upgrade. Oh. Oh, what the hell? What fresh hell is this? Nope. Oh, God. God, this guy's got a lot of health. Whoa. Okay. It's going to take me a minute or two to take down this guy, I tell you. Whoa! God. Holy crud. Oh, he got me. Oh, this guy's all kinds of business, this guy. Whoa! Oh, this isn't going to end well. I need to get the hell out of here. I need to change one of my spells quickly. Bombarder. Where's Bombarder? There it is. Get the ancient magic, the little orbs. Killing me. I told you, Gryffindor, I'm not good at this game. Run away! Oh, there's one of the orbs. I got it. Whoa. Haha! That took a whole load of health off of him. Whoa. Grab the orbs, grab the orbs. We've almost got him. There we go. We got some troll bogies. Troll bogies. Let's go. Who wants the troll bogies? That's something I've always wanted. A pocket full of troll bogies. That's a sentence I never thought I would say in my entire life. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do, we're going to fire up our second video segment of tonight's stream. So, we're going to be looking at... oh, he's changed... Yeah. That's going to be weird. I'm going to have to get used to calling you something else now instead of Eels Maniac. That's going to feel weird. Well, that's not disgusting sentence at all. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to talking about J.K. Rowling and her ridiculous amount of money she makes from her ebooks. Here we go. Okay, guys, up next, this is kind of an important one. So this comes to us from BuzzFeed.com. 19 Harry Potter plotlines that the new show needs to address, or I will dress up as Peeves myself. Some random fan is just going to dress up as Peeves and make his way onto the set if they don't put Peeves the Poltergeist in the new... Okay, guys, so we're going to be moving on to this, and we're going to be talking about the insane amount of money that J.K. Rowling earns every day from the Harry Potter ebooks. This is just the ebooks. We're not talking about, like, the theme parks, the merchandising, the movies. You know, this is just the ebooks. But, guys, you need to see this. This is unbelievable. In some ways, this makes me feel physically sick. You know, as an average everyday Joe, you know, you go to work, you pay your taxes, you do the best you can to pay your rent and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of people struggle to make ends meet. But when you see how much someone like J.K. Rowling is earning, man, it's a hard pill to swallow when you read these kind of stories. But it's still interesting as a point of discussion. So this comes to us from ladbible.com. Let's dive in and see how much money J.K. Rowling is earning just from the ebooks alone. So J.K. Rowling makes an awful lot of money off the Harry Potter ebooks every day, which you'd rather expect from such a popular franchise. For those wishing to travel back in time for profit, the idea of writing Harry Potter before anyone else had thought of it has got to be rather high up on their list. As the 7 books, 8 films, 1 stage play, a bunch of games, an upcoming TV show, and plenty of other spin-offs and extra material all raking in their money. Yeah, all the merchandising as well, you know, like it says here, you got a stage play, a bunch of games, upcoming series, 8 films. It's just crazy the amount of stuff, you know, that she earns royalties from, making so much money. So, Potter is big business, and according to The Sun, exactly how big a business it is can be worked out from looking at the accounts of Pottermore Limited. They report that the ebooks are raking in millions and more people are spending their money on new ways to experience the Harry Potter series. All in all, they say that the ebooks of Rowling's works are making, on average, and this is where it gets sickening, on average, £148,767 a day. I'm just going to go back over that number one more time. An average of £148,767 a day, which is a heck of a lot of people getting involved with the Wizarding world. So that just goes to show you, based on those kind of profits there, from the ebooks alone, that shows you how big the franchise of Harry Potter has gotten. It is absolutely ginormous, which is fantastic for us. We want more fans on board. We want more people enjoying the fandom of Harry Potter. So it's kind of great to see that it's, you know, the franchise is very, very healthy, and it's really great to see that. We have a great picture of the books there as well, which is kind of cool. Colourful front pages of the books. It's not just the main Harry Potter books making this money. There's a bunch of other ones, like the in-universe books, which the characters themselves would read, and the scripts from Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which are bringing in the dough. So, years after, Potter fans stormed the bookshops to get reading each installment as it was released, and crowded up cinemas to watch Harry, Daniel Radcliffe, turn Voldemort, played by Ralph Fiennes, into Little Flakes. It seems as though people are still big on the hype train, especially with the HBO series coming. That hype is only going to get rolling, and that hype is only going to get bigger as we get closer to 2027. So, in fact, some of them are a little bit too excited about Potter-related matters, as the people who live near the Glenfinnan Viaduct, Glenfinnan Viaduct. I can never say that word, Glenfinnan. Sorry for those Scottish people who live there, who I just mispronounced the area. That's the viaduct. That's the scene where the train, the Hogwarts Express, goes over that iconic kind of viaduct, and then we have Harry and Ron in the car kind of flying over it. You remember that scene? That's kind of the area that we're talking about, which the Hogwarts Express rides over, have started annoying the volume of tourists that show up. I did a story about this a few months back, talking about all the tourists turning up to the Glenfinnan Viaduct, and it's getting out of control. People are parking, illegally parking, people are dumping rubbish. It's just becoming crazy, like people climbing onto the railway tracks, just all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's up to the council, the local council, the area that controls the Glenfinnan Viaduct. They need to install a tourist spot to allow tourists to safely view the viaduct and, you know, to make sure everything's controlled. It's up to them to do that. So they should do it, and if they don't, then they only have themselves to blame. The fact that the tourists are kind of getting out of control. Obviously, it's the tourists to blame. I do get that, but it's up to the local kind of council and, you know, area to kind of sort that out and kind of make it more safe. That's just to go off on a tangent. So, a few have even been daft enough to try and walk along the tracks themselves, like I was just saying, resulting in near-miss incidents where people were almost hit by a train. You get hit by a train, that's it. There's no coming back from that, man. You get hit by a locomotive, that's curtains, man. Absolutely, you're done. There's no coming back from that. It's not like being hit by a car, where you get hit by a car, you have a chance to survive, depending on how fast it's going. Even if a train is going like 5 miles an hour, man, if a train hits you, you're done. That's it. It's over. Okay, the ebooks are doing pretty well for J.K. Rowling. Perhaps all of these fans getting back into the ebooks are sharing them with children of their own now they've got them, or are seeing how their old childhood favorites stack up years later. Yeah, I mean, the generation like myself who grew up with Harry Potter, obviously when those books started coming out, we now have kids. We're at the age where we're now parents, and we're sharing our love of the Harry Potter fandom with our kids. I don't have kids myself, but I'm just saying as an example. So, there have been some holes poked in the Harry Potter logic over the years, and author Jason K. Pargin suggests that if you go back and read them now, not a single plot twist in the story makes any sense at all. He argued that a bunch of spells and magic tricks that characters use to get out of their latest jam don't make sense because they would have been incredibly useful at helping out during earlier moments but were unused. I mean, come on guys, when we're talking about fantasy and magic and all that kind of stuff, like time travel, magic, fantasy, there's always plot holes. Why was that spell not used then? Why does this spell work like this? Why didn't they just use the invisibility cloak the whole time? You know, just to get around, you know, this objective or whatever within the movie. I mean, there's so many plot holes. You just have to take fantasy and magical stuff, you just have to take it as it is. If you dive into it too much and try to make it too realistic in the real world, then yeah, you can point out all the plot holes you want. But that's not the fun of it. You have to suspend your, your suspension of disbelief of going into that world and the way the characters act. And that's the way to enjoy it, in my personal view. You guys may see it differently. Okay, on the other hand, it's a story for children about a magical school, so maybe they only learned the stuff they needed just before they needed it. Anything to stop Harry from spamming Expelliarmus like it's going out of fashion. So, there we kind of go, guys. So, that was an interesting kind of read anyway, but the fact that J.K. Rowling, is earning nearly £150,000 a day, just from the ebooks alone. Not counting the stage plays, not counting the merchandising, the movies, all that kind of stuff on top. And talking about that Glenfinnan viaduct as well, up in Scotland. People climbing onto the tracks and that kind of stuff. Just crazy, crazy stuff. I did do a whole story about that, guys. Go onto the channel and type in like Glenfinnan viaduct and it will come up with a video that I did. You want to check that out because it's a crazy story to dive into. But there we go. So dive into the live chat or the comments, guys, and let me know what you think about this ridiculous amount of money that J.K. Rowling is earning. I would love to know what your thoughts are about this story. Okay, guys, so what did you think of that story? It just goes to show you, if you come up with a good idea for something, whether it's like a movie, a book series, whatever it is, the imagination can create you a lot of money if you come up with a decent idea. Do you know what? They have to make a movie about J.K. Rowling's story at some point, surely. You know, in recent memory, they've done a lot of like biopics on musicians and like famous different people from around the world. They've done one on Stephen Hawking. They've done one on Alan Turing, the guy who created the modern computer. They need to come up with, like, in the future, maybe, like a story that details J.K. Rowling's journey of writing the Harry Potter books. Like, would you guys be interested in actually seeing a biopic movie based on J.K. Rowling's adventure through writing the Harry Potter books, you know, from the idea, conception, the writing, to actually becoming a movie and a book series? I would love to see a movie about something like that. I think it would be absolutely incredible, like, to see that movie. But then again, I mean, would any studio actually greenlight a movie like that? Because the problem is, I mean, Netflix may do something like that. When they take control of the franchise, they may do that. But then again, I mean, because of the controversy that surrounds J.K. Rowling, maybe it's something that they're shy away from. Because like I say, of the controversy, maybe a studio wouldn't want to put that out. but we'd have to wait and see. But it would be very, very interesting if they did end up making something like that, like a life story movie based on J.K. Rowling. Okay, let me go back over to here. Okay. Scotty says, 1 second, I've accidentally muted the game. Scotty says, yes, would love to see that movie if it came out. They did one on Tolkien. Yeah, exactly. They did one on Tolkien. This is what I'm talking about. They've done ones on musicians. There's a Michael Jackson biopic coming out soon as well. And I mean, that guy's covered in a lot of controversy, and they still decided to make that movie. Although how they're going to skirt around the controversy when it comes to the Michael Jackson movie, I have no idea, because no matter how they make that movie, they're going to end up pissing a lot of people off. So, you know, I wouldn't want to be the person in charge of writing the scripts and kind of directing that movie, that's for sure. But yeah, a life movie of J.K. Rowling would be really, really interesting to watch, I think. But I mean, like, who would they get to star as J.K. Rowling? That's something I'd be interested. Obviously, she wouldn't be. I don't think she would be the person to star in that biopic. They usually get an actor to come in and then, you know, take over, you know, for J.K. Rowling in that biopic if they made one. Who would you guys choose to cast as like a younger J.K. Rowling if you had the choice? That would be an interesting casting. I would love to know what you guys think about that. There is a movie of J.K. Rowling's life. This is how I know she was abused by a male. Is there an actual full-blown big-budget Hollywood movie of it though? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not aware of one. It should go straight to Netflix or something. I can't imagine a lot of people going mad at cinemas. But the thing is, the Harry Potter franchise is so big now and it's growing all the time. I mean, I think it would still make a decent amount of money. It would still make a decent amount of money if they brought out a J.K. Rowling biopic. I really do think it would. You know, even if it made even if it made 500 million or 400 million, make it on a smaller budget, get a cheaper actress involved, you could easily do it. But who knows? Just an idea that I had, guys. So, what we're doing again, we'll chill out again for another 5 or 10 minutes, guys. Then we'll fire up the last video segment of tonight's stream, which is talking about the Glenfinnan Viaduct, obviously where the famous Harry Potter scene of the Hogwarts Express was filmed, and kind of tagging on to the last video segment we did. We kind of went off on a side tangent. When we were talking about J.K. Rowling's kind of salary for the ebooks, I was talking about the Glenfinnan Viaduct. Well, I've got a video kind of explaining what's happening with the tourists overrunning the Glenfinnan Viaduct. So we're going to jump into that video. We're going to explore exactly what's happening and how bad the situation has got, and kind of looking at it from the locals' point of view and kind of documenting it. And I think you guys will find that very, very interesting, because it's quite a shocking story that tourists are kind of ruining that spot, I think. Okay, we've got level 34s here. This is not good.
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
Mate, these people are mine. They're so going down. There's some... I need to get the orb. Get the orb. Oh, smashed him with an anvil. Okay, taking him out. Oh, I got him. Nice. Whoa, that was close. Mate, I am smashing these guys. Wow, they were a lot easier to take out than that troll was, I'll tell you that. Okay, I've just killed them all. Now I'm going to rob all their loot. The Virillion says, I'm going to head off to bed now. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you all don't miss me too much. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you being here, Virillion. It's going to be weird to still call you that. But thank you so much for being here. William Walter says, hi, I'm happy that Warwick Davis came out with an article that kind of excites me and gives me his opinion, saying that the series is faithful to the book. Absolutely. that seems to be the big marketing push that they're doing at the moment. It seems that every time an actor comes out and talks about the upcoming series, they kind of, you'll notice that most of the articles where they're doing an interview with one of the actors who's going to be in the HBO series, they kind of slide into the interview or the article somewhere talking about how faithful the adaptation is going to be. They're really pushing on the faithful adaptation kind of angle. But again, a lot of people push back and say, well, the casting of Snape isn't accurate to the books, so how can they say it's going to be accurate adaptation? I get it. Yeah, but it is what it is, guys. I try not to let the Snape thing distract me too much. I know there's a lot of controversy around it still, but I'm definitely going to go into the series. You know, leaving my baggage at the door, any kind of worries that I have, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully the casting of Snape kind of grows on me, because Poppero City, for those of you who have seen it, there's a series called The Gangs of London. That's where I was first saw Poppero City, the actor. He's an incredible actor, he really is. Whoa. Oh, smash that guy right off the edge. Let's go, buddy. Oh, crap, there's a whole load of them here. I might have taken on more than I can handle. Oh, my God, what the hell? Oh, God, there's a wolf there as well.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, it probably was a mistake in hindsight. Oh, what the hell?
It's actually quite beautiful. Let's see you survive.
This is getting crazy. Need to take out this wolf. God, I'm concentrating so much here. Oh! Oh my God. Yes, I took him out.
You're not going to
I need... Give me that ancient magic. Oh my God, that wolf. What the hell is going on right now? Turn him into a chicken. I should have used that on the shield guy. I used that magic on the wrong guy.
try that again.
Chuck a rocket him. Got him. I'm going up here. The wolf can't get me up here. Take that. Is that wolf still down there? Oh, there's a person down there.
Back for another visit?
Oh, I can't block that attack.
Let's play predator and prey, shall we?
Okay, here we go. Got him.
Pathetic.
Woo, let's go. Just raided their camp. Let's take it out. To break the shields, red spells, yellow spells, purple shields, purple spells. 100%, 100%. Erica says, Rusty, will not take it here, but it's not about that. It's so much deeper. I don't really know what that's about. Okay, guys, so what we'll do is we'll go into our last video segment. Let's check this out. So it's talking about the Glenfinnan Railway spot and how tourists are overrunning it. I think you guys will find this both annoying and kind of interesting at the same time. So let's dive into that story. Hopefully I press on the right video this time, though. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Pressing on the right video. That would be a fun thing to do. Okay, here we go, guys. So guys, we have a rather wild story on our hands when it comes to Harry Potter news. It looks like there's massive ramifications because fans are turning up in droves. They reckon over 500,000 to 600,000 fans are turning up to Glenfinnan at this iconic location where we have the viaduct with the Hogwarts Express. People are illegally parking. People are leaving their garbage all over the place. People are ruining the environment. I mean, it's having big ramifications for the local residents as well. And this is just getting out of hand. I understand that people love this location as part of the franchise. People want to take pictures, but it's having a big effect. So we're going to jump into this video. It comes to us from ITV News that document what's going on with the story. We'll stop, pause, and give our thoughts and opinions as we go along into this crazy story.
This has become a daily ritual. Hundreds of strangers gathered together on a Highland hillside, phone cameras ready in hand. They've come here from countries all over the world to see this. Crossing the Glenfinnan Viaduct is the Jacobite steam train, although most people here know it as the Hogwarts Express.
So yeah, let's just pause it there for a second. So I completely understand why people as Harry Potter fans would want to come to this iconic location. Remember in the film when the Hogwarts Express is going across the viaduct and then we have Ron, we have Harry, they're inside the flying car over the top of the Hogwarts Express, one of the most iconic movie scenes, not just in Harry Potter, but just in general as a movie scene. So I get why people would want to flock here. But unfortunately, the downside is the environment and the locals are being affected here, which we're going to get into more as this video goes along. But I mean, just looking at this scenery, absolutely breathtaking, and I completely understand, like I say, why people would want to come here and spend time, you know, and embrace their kind of Harry Potter fandom. Let's keep playing here.
Aside from the evident beauty, there is a certain wizardry bringing so many people to this scenic spot.
The bridge of Harry Potter. Let's go to see it.
I know it's a very famous Harry Potter scene.
My wife's a big fan of the Harry Potter series and
Harry
stuff.
Potter brought you here?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, from platform 9 3/4. So.
Again, the viaduct there, brilliant. The one thing that I worry about is there's going to be some sort of nutcases somewhere who try to climb up the side of the viaduct onto the tracks. And I really hope someone doesn't do that for safety reasons, obviously, but you just know that people are going to try it at some point. And I hope that nothing bad happens if someone does try it. But let's keep playing.
Now colliding with reality. A village of just over 100 residents is now visited by 600,000 tourists a year, creating enormous queues on narrow footpaths and causing visible damage to the natural environment.
Yeah, I mean, if we go back there for a second, so you can see 600,000 people. We've got these narrow footpaths, just muddy footpaths. There's no infrastructure here. There's nowhere for people to park. There's nowhere for people to put their rubbish. There's no rubbish bins. There's no like viewing platform. There's nowhere for people to sit. And you know they're going to leave rubbish everywhere. There's going to be footprints. There's going to be you know, knock-on damage effects to these muddy footpaths. If you've got 500,000 people or more going up and down these muddy paths, it's just going to have a massive impact, and it's going to make the paths, you know, dangerous, full of potholes, and, you know, it's just going to get worse and worse every year. And the local council, they need to do something about this. They really, really do. They need to build some infrastructure, make some money, put it back into the local area, you know, take donations from people. They need to do something with this. Over 500,000 people, and they haven't done anything to build any infrastructure around this tourist destination. It's kind of crazy.
And causing visible damage to the natural environment.
Yeah, if we just pause it there for a sec, let's just go back. So you can see this. It doesn't look like a whole lot of damage here, but you think, right, you've got these muddy paths like this. They get easily terraformed. As more people walk through, you know, the muddy paths, they get deeper, they get wider. they become more dangerous the more people that go across them. And 500,000 people every year. These paths are just going to get unbelievably damaged and just become worse, and potentially hazards, and people may end up hurting themselves, which is, you know, a worst case scenario that nobody wants to see.
Causing visible damage to the natural environment. There's also nowhere near enough space to host all the cars coming in.
Yeah, do you see the double yellows though? You can't park here.
Really?
Yeah, you can't park.
This guy is such an idiot. The interviewer, he's saying to the guy, you cannot park your car there, there's double yellow lines. And then the guy who's parked there illegally, he looks down at his car and he goes, oh really? Like, you're an adult, you're a fully grown adult, you're driving a car and you're telling me you didn't know what those yellow lines on the road meant. Here in the UK, if there's 2 yellow lines, you cannot park there. Like, every single person with a brain cell knows this. And that guy just looks down and goes, oh really? Like, I can't park there? I didn't know that. Yeah, you did. You absolutely knew you couldn't park there and you chose to do it anyway. Just acting like an idiot.
Park here, mate.
And people who have to live and work here have had enough.
Need to move. Yellow lines, illegal. All these cars are illegal, okay?
Yeah, this guy is absolutely correct. So we've got a local postman here. He's trying to get into the village. He's trying to deliver his letters, and he's getting sick and tired of all these people parking illegally. We've got this small country road where there's virtually no room to pass through. And this local resident here who's trying to do his job can't get his postal van through because people are illegally parking on the roads on the yellow lines. And this guy's getting really ticked off. And the last thing you want to do is start having a fight and confrontation with the locals and the tourists. I mean, it's just, man, it's just a crazy story. It really is.
You need to move, please.
After seeing the postman deliver some stern words, local business owners here wanted to show us why they're worried.
It is a real concern for our village because we also have to get in and out of our village and use this road. And locals...
Oh, nearly another accident.
Look at that. They can't even get through a single interview without a car crash almost happening behind them. Because we've got this line of cars down the back of this road, parked illegally on these yellow lines, and then some local supermarket is trying to deliver food to a local resident at their house, and people are just parking all over the place. They're pulling out of the side verge onto the road, and just absolutely insane. It's just, these people have no thought or wherewithal to think about where they're parking and what they're doing. They just don't care. And it's just crazy that people can be so oblivious to their actions. It's just insane.
Just right behind us.
We tried to do that interview again.
The environmental degradation that you see is really awful to witness.
I'm just seeing you behind you there as you speak. The almost a car crash with someone trying to reverse it.
Look at these idiots. That car that just drove past completely scratched that black minivan in the background. You can hear it scratch. Like, these people are idiots. They really are.
Oh, we just saw that.
And that was...
The driver didn't stop,
Somebody hit your car. So this is the damage done.
but the car that was hit was on a double yellow here.
Parking a double yellow and you've ended up with a scratch on your car. Yalla, what can we see?
So, I don't feel sorry for this guy whatsoever. This guy here, he was illegally parked on the side of the road on double yellow lines. Another car tried to get past and accidentally scratched his car. Well, you shouldn't be parking in an illegal place. You shouldn't have been there in the first place. It's completely your fault. You've got no one else to blame but yourself. Yeah, if you're parking illegally and something happens to your vehicle, unfortunately, it's your own fault. I have no sympathy for you.
Was it worth it? Was the train nice?
Glenfinnan is now offering special deals to people who leave their car at home.
We've got a train line that everybody is coming to take a photo of. Yeah. Now you can actually travel on that train to get to Glenfinnan.
Is the onus not on Glenfinnan to create more car parking capacity in a safe way?
We don't want to turn Glenfinnan into a multi-storey car park, so it's that how can we make things as easy for everyone just now.
This is the thing that doesn't make sense, right? So this woman here, operations manager, for those of you who may not know, National Trust is kind of like, it's an organisation here in the UK. They deal with like everything in the countryside. They kind of make sure that the countryside isn't ruined. They kind of go along, make sure everything is nice. You know, they like repair the footpaths and they look after kind of everything to do with the countryside, basically. But it's kind of crazy. If you've got over 500,000 Harry Potter fans turning up to this destination, you know, put in a viewing platform, put in a visitor centre, put in donation boxes so that you can make some money for the local area. You can put that money, all that money that you make every single year from the Harry Potter fans, put it back into the local area. Rebuild the footpaths, put in extra bins, put in some extra parking. Make the experience for the tourists good. And it will also make the experience for the locals better as well by giving them more money for the local area to make sure the infrastructure is there. And yeah, everybody wins. So it makes sense. Why don't they just do that?
As well as planning long term. Consider coming without a car because they will have their very best day out if they do so, and it will just reduce that pressure on the facilities we've got here.
Glenfinnan is grappling with how to cope with this level of tourism.
I mean, you look at the amount of people that are here. This is probably a quiet day. But I mean, it's breathtaking, don't get me wrong. But we've got all these people here on the grass down below. And then you've got people on the hilltops over there as well. There's probably people up here as well. There's people all around this viaduct. And there's going to be people leaving rubbish. There's going to be people parking illegally. There's going to be people damaging things, climbing up trees. Just all kinds of crazy stuff. And I feel bad for the locals. I really, really do. But again, I go back to the fact that the council, it's on the onus is on the council to build the infrastructure to do something about this. If they completely ignore the problem, it's just going to get worse. If they just turn a blind eye, the problem's going to get worse. The locals are going to get more frustrated, and things are just going to compound. You need to do something about this.
Glenfinnan is grappling with how to cope with this level of tourism, but as long as this spectacular site is passing through here 4 times a day, people are going to keep coming.
In the stories, the Hogwarts Express was a secret preserved. Here, in the Muggle world, its popularity means this magic brings a curse. Peter Smith, ITV News, Glenfinnan.
So there we go, guys. That's kind of the crazy story here that we were talking about in this video. So, I mean, it's kind of cool that fans are still embracing, obviously, the Harry Potter movies after all this time. I mean, the final Harry Potter film came. So there we go, guys. The whole story about the Glenfinnan Railway and kind of what's going on there. And I mean, it's not good. I mean, what do they do? I mean, how do you fix this problem? If you're in charge of the area, do you build a tourist spot? I mean, do you risk building a tourist spot to help guide tourists into one place to help, you know, to stop destroying the local environment, but then you upset the local residents? Or do you just allow the issue to continue as it is? I mean, if these tourists are going to be showing up, you may as well make some money off of it and then plow it back into the local area. Do you know what I mean? Like, you may as well make some money from it because they're not going to stop showing up. They're not going to stop disrupting the area. So why not build a little bit of infrastructure? Not so much that it disturbs the local residents, but enough of an infrastructure. Like one of you guys said a minute ago, put a toll on the road so people have to pay to access the road. Or, you know, during the summer months, make sure that there's local authorities monitoring the roads and towing cars away so that no one's going to turn up and park illegally. There's so many different things you could do here, but I don't have the answer to fix the issue. But it's an interesting story to dive into. It really, really is. And it seems like you guys, you're very quiet for some reason compared to the video. 1 second. Let me see if I can turn that up. Is that a bit louder? That should be a bit louder. Yeah, I think the video, the volume on the video may be a bit different to what it is for me. So I do apologize if you have to adjust your volume. I'm still trying to work on those kind of issues because the video clips were obviously recorded at a different time with different volume settings. So I hope it's not too bad for you guys. If there is any major issues with the volume, do let me know. That's better. Okay, great. There was a volume control that I hadn't adjusted. So I do apologize for that, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. We got Poosolf1. I remember you, Poosolf. Nice to see you. It's great to have you back. Also, Rusty Curo. Rusty Curo. I think you're a new person here. I don't remember seeing you before, so do welcome. I welcome you to the stream as well. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always nice to have a new, fresh face around here. If you have been in the stream before, I do apologize, but I don't remember your name. But it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, let's go back to let's go back over to Hogwarts Legacy for a bit. So guys, we've been going now for an hour and 10 minutes nearly, so we'll do another 5 or 10 minutes, then we'll end off the stream. Thank you so much for everyone being here, by the way, and showing up. It's great to have you guys. It's great to have you guys here as always. So I have a couple of other leaked images, which we'll kind of talk about in just a minute as well, that I want your thoughts on. Let me just... I've got my tablet over there making noises. Haha, there's a chicken. That's one of those guys that I turned into a chicken, I think. Just zapping the chicken there. Gryffindor's excited about the game. Answer the Road incident really reminds me of something I would see in Beavis and Butthead episode. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, there's a serious side to that tourist thing as well. I mean, those cars parking illegally, it's going to cause a massive accident. And I mean, that's the tip of the iceberg. When there's people climbing up onto the railway tracks and like taking selfies on the actual tracks, I mean, that's when it's got crazy, you know? No worries, Pusolf. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining in, even though you have to go. Thanks for coming in anyway. But yeah, like I was saying, people taking selfies and videos on the actual railway track is just a whole nother ball game. I mean, it's so dangerous beyond belief. It's crazy that someone would climb onto a live railway track and risk their life and potentially their family or children's lives just to get selfies and videos. I mean, it's just insane. It really, really is. And obviously, if they have to delay the train, or shut the train off because people are on the tracks, that's going to have ramifications for people on the train. So it's just kind of bad. William Walters, hi, I wanted to ask you, do you think we should be starting to see some rumours castings of Season 2 of the Harry Potter HBO series? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. As they're filming Season 1 and 2 back to front, back to back, not back to front, back to front, back to back. I do expect we're going to get a lot more information in this coming year. I really do. I think there's going to be a lot more kind of leaks, set leaks. I think there's going to be other kind of casting announcements because there's still casts that haven't been announced yet. I think the Voldemort casting will leak at some point. I don't know when it's going to leak, but there's no way, you know, a production this big and they've cast someone as Voldemort. There's no way they're going to be able to keep it a secret for too long. So I do think they will officially, reveal the Voldemort casting at some point to get ahead of any potential leaks, rather than people hearing it through secondhand sources. Playing with their own life and others. Absolutely, that's the case, Erica. Gryffindor says, if you climb up onto the damn train track to take a selfie and get hit, that's your own fault. Yeah, it is your own fault, but you have to remember, it's not just you that you're affecting by doing that. You're affecting people on the train as well. If the train driver accidentally hits someone and kills someone, that's going to have lifelong ramifications for the train driver. Could you imagine being the train driver and hitting someone with a train, even though it's not your fault? Still, if you're driving the train at the time and you accidentally kill someone because they're on the tracks, that's something you have to live with the rest of your life. Like, even though it's not the train driver's fault, like I say, it's just really, really bad. Rumble says, feel sorry for the chicken. I think they have so many leaks that you can take a shower, that you'll be able to take a shower in all those leaks. That's amazing. That's a really fun comment. There's so many leaks, I think you'll be able to take a shower. I would love that. I would love that. Like Harry Potter, like a t-shirt or a hoodie, right? Where it says Harry Potter HBO series. There's been so many leaks. I'm ready to take a shower. I would buy that hoodie or that t-shirt all day long. I so would. I so would buy that. I should make that and put it on my YouTube store and sell it. Even though it's your idea. I don't want to steal your idea. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't steal your idea. So, Gryffindor says that's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it, really? They said completion in 2028. So, cars... that is awesome text on a t-shirt. Yeah, it really would be cool. It really would be cool. Okay, guys. So, what we're going to do... Look at this beautiful view, by the way. Absolutely stunning, man. I could just walk around in this game for hours. Look at that sunset there. Absolutely stunning. It's just like a real, like, I just want to hang out in a place like this in real life. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do now, we're going to move over. Before we finish off the stream, we've got another 5 or 10 minutes. I just wanted to get your opinion on some things. So let's move over and start talking about some of these leaked images that came out. So we've got this one here, talking about the leak of Diagon Alley. So I would love to get your opinion on what you guys think about. You remember this leaked image that came out a while ago? I'm pretty sure this was a real image. There was a piece of footage going around that was basically someone took this image and generated an AI video, and the video itself was fake. But I believe this image is real, if I'm not mistaken. But what do you guys think about it? This seems to be, you know, our first look at Diagon Alley from the upcoming HBO series. Do you guys like the design of the shops here? Let me just move my camera a little bit. Do you guys like the design of the shops? Do you like the colors? What do you think about it? Flamingo says, the leaks are coming. I'll get the soap and a brush. Curious about Diagon Alley. Will they keep it from the movies or make it different? Yeah, they're going to make it different. Obviously, it's going to be different. This seems to be the first look at the Diagon Alley from here. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I think it looks fantastic. We do have a couple of other images as well. Maverick Stars says it looks very good. Yeah, it does look really good. It looks really nice. Let me just try and zoom in on this image a little bit. If I can grab it. Bear with me 1 second. So let's try and make this bigger. It's a little bit blurry and low resolution, so I do apologize. But let's just kind of have a look at this quickly. So we're just kind of zoom into it a little bit. So there's a bit more of a close-up kind of look at it. It looks really kind of cozy and inviting. It looks really snug. You know, could you imagine being there during Christmas? Imagine you had Christmas lights up. Imagine you had a bit of snow. Imagine the hustle and bustle of wizards and witches going in and out of the shops, buying supplies, ready for their new Hogwarts year. The decorations outside, people selling things from stalls, the cauldrons, like just conjuring up this kind of like imagery of what it's going to look like in my mind. And like, it's going to be so damn cool. It really is. I think it's going to be amazing. Let me just get rid of that for a second. Okay. But yeah, Diagon Alley got pretty much leaked. They have overpasses and everything. It's here on my channel. Yeah, I have done videos of this. I have done videos of this on my channel before, guys, but I just kind of wanted to go back into it and kind of get your updated opinion and kind of see, you know, in the time since this leak came out, has your kind of opinion changed? Have you kind of been thinking about it? You know, what do you think about it now between when it came out and what you think of it now? Where are they putting Gringotts in this? That's the thing. I mean, Maverick Star, when it comes to this actual image of this Diagon Alley, I mean, we don't know how much CGI they're going to add to it. They could add a lot of CGI and kind of, you know, add extra buildings into the background. They could add Gringotts in with another set. There might be another set with Gringotts on it that we haven't seen yet. It's not the complete set, so just bear that in mind. There's probably other things, other parts of the set that we haven't seen yet. Okay, let's go. I do have another image here as well, so let me just grab that quickly. Okay, so we have this one here as well. Do you guys remember when this one came out? We've got Pimpernel's there. We've got Glacindo's, which is a music shop. Pimpernel's, like the beauty kind of parlor place. And also, at the back, you'll notice the name Abraxia. For a lot of people, you'll get that reference, which is kind of important, obviously, to the Harry Potter franchise. Okay, let me just change that quickly. But yeah, a really nice picture. No, that's the fake one. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Rumble Believer. Yeah, you think this is the fake one? You think this image here is the fake one? Okay, guys, I'm not exactly sure what you guys are referring to. You're saying AI and you're saying fake. Are you saying this picture's fake, or you were saying the last picture was fake? Ari Jenkins 5573 just wanted to support your channel. Love the videos. Ari Jenkins, thank you so much for that super chat. Wow, that is incredible. Thank you so much for that support and that donation and supporting the channel here in the content. I really, really do appreciate that. Chat, if you could be a shop owner in the Wizarding World, what would it be? Mine would be the owl shop, Egot's Owl Emporium. That would be me. I would love to spend all day playing with the owls. That would be so me. Ariana Jenkins is great. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for checking out the content and supporting. Like I said, I appreciate that. I'd want to sell books. That's proper. Okay, so we do have another image as well. Let's dive into this one. So we have this one as well. Quality Quidditch supplies. Yeah, again, thank you so much, Ariana Jenkins. I really do appreciate that. It's great to have you in the stream. And for everyone else who supported the content as well, that does mean a lot. And by the way, guys, before I forget, we're going to be doing kind of like a small after party on the channel Discord server. So if you want to come into the channel members Discord server after the stream is finished, we can have a little bit of a chinwag, a bit of a conversation there, and just kind of hang out as well after the stream for a little bit if you guys want to do that. Kimmy says, isn't that one AI? The previous one from a fake video. No, guys, I think these images are real, but I think the video that was generated from these real images is AI. The video itself is AI, but the actual images are real. I think that was the consensus on these images. If I remember correctly, Chimwag, exactly, Chimwag. Gryffindor's got it right. Chimwag after the stream. So yeah, if you guys want to come and hang out on the channel members Discord server after, you know, come over there, guys. I'll be hanging out there for a little bit. You guys can have a chat and we can kind of do a bit of an after party there. But yeah, so we have quality Quidditch supplies here. You can see that the inside of it's not been fully built at the moment. And we have the shop next door as well. But from what I remember, like I said, if I'm misremembering it, I do apologize. Honestly, this sucks now. Back in the day, when you look at a piece like this, you may think it's impressive, but now when people look at it, they think it's AI, which honestly does suck. Guys, that brings me on to a major point as well. As we get closer to the new HBO Harry Potter series, with the leaks, you have to remember, right? What people have been doing, like with the new Avengers Doomsday trailer, they've been putting out loads of fake AI trailers to do with Avengers Doomsday. The same thing is going to be happening with the Harry Potter series. So we're going to have to be really, really careful with the images and the teaser trailers when the show is getting closer, because people are going to fake so many images. They're going to be faking so many trailers to do with this new Harry Potter series. We're going to have to be really, really careful with what we're looking at. So, you know, it's going to be difficult to kind of discern what's real from, you know, what's real and what's Ariana Jenkins, welcome. She's become a member. Ariana Jenkins, welcome to the club. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. It's great to have you here. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, growing our numbers, and it's always great to have another person be part of our channel membership. Thank you so much for that support. Could not be kinder. So, yeah, so what I was saying, we're going to have to be so careful. Do you guys spend any time on like, the Twitter platform or X platform? Have you seen how many fake Doomsday trailers there were? Avengers Doomsday trailers? They were everywhere, and I was watching them, and I couldn't tell what was the real trailer, what was the fake trailer. Like, it got to a point where it's hard to tell what is fake and what is real now, because AI technology is so damn good. It's just crazy scary how much that line has been blurred between real and fake AI content. So, yeah, like I say, as we get closer to the series, guys, debuting, we've got to be real careful with the images and with the teaser trailers that we're looking at. But that's kind of you know, that's something for me. I'm gonna have to be really careful when I'm talking to you guys about the leaked content and kind of making sure that I'm looking at real images. So, you know, that's what we're going to have to do there. I would want to work in the Weasley's joke shop. Yeah, I think that would be incredible. That would be incredibly fun. That would be great. But I want to work in the Owl Emporium. That would be for me. Playing with the owls all day long. That would be incredible. I'd walk around with a bunch of owls like on my head. That would be I think that would be so fun. I would love it so much. Okay, before we end off the stream, guys, I just want to talk about this as well. So it's kind of related, but not related at the same time. So let's take a look at this. So someone's done this realistic image of what the Bedford Universal Park is going to be looking like. This park is due to open here in the UK in the year 2031. And it's been said that potentially a Harry Potter attraction could be coming to the Bedford Universal Park. I've read an article. I could see you totally covered in owls. Yeah, that would just be crazy. But yeah, so the Bedford Universal Park is due to open in 2031. And there's been articles that have been talking about, they've worked out a deal with J.K. Rowling to have a Harry Potter attraction. And now they're writing up plans for a Harry Potter attraction at the Universal Bedford Park that's coming here to the UK. And this is basically what it's going to be looking like. This is a picture that someone's made of the concept of what the park will look like. And it just looks absolutely incredible. You've got the universal kind of globe at the front. You've got the entrance here. You've got this beautiful lake. And then you've got all these kind of different rides around the outside. But I really do hope, fingers crossed, that they put some sort of Harry Potter attraction or some sort of, venue here. It would just be absolutely amazing. And I would literally live there. I would buy a year-long ticket and I would never leave. When they close up the park, I would sleep. I would like hide in the bush somewhere and just sleep there. I think that would be a lot of fun. That would be, let me just move my camera a little bit. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. But this is just something I just wanted to kind of talk about just before we finish off the stream, because I thought this new image here that someone's made of what the park could look like, the size of it, and potentially the fact that a Harry Potter attraction could be coming here, would just be insanely crazy. We never get the good stuff in the UK. We do get some good stuff. But the problem is the weather isn't always conducive to having outside attractions here. That's the thing that kind of surprised me about the fact that this park got announced in the UK in the first place, is the fact that the weather here for a lot of the year is kind of overcast and cloudy. The winter is very cold and rainy. And during the summer, we get sort of like 6 weeks where it's like really hot. But apart from the rest of the year, it's kind of overcast. So it is surprising that they're choosing to build this in the UK. But they've obviously made a business plan. They obviously feel there's a lot of profit to be made here. And let's hope, fingers crossed again, that they end up putting a Harry Potter world here. Or Lord of the Rings. I definitely think they'll have Lord of the Rings, which will be really, really amazing. Rumble Believer says, but much of ours are heavy and no workout needed. We've only got the studio tour, no rides as of good as the US. Yeah, that's because, like I said, the studio tour warrants it being there because it's an indoor attraction that people can visit all year long. Whereas having an outdoor attraction like this park, you can only, like, a lot of people would be, not wanting to go there during the winter when it's cold and stuff. And would you really want to be on a roller coaster in like -5-degree weather, during the winter in the rain when it's cold? Like, a lot of people wouldn't want to do that. Whereas, like, obviously in places like Florida and in Japan and stuff like that, where it's like really hot and really warm most of the year round, it makes financial sense. But yeah, I just thought I'd get your thoughts on what you guys think about that. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. It opens in 2031. They've already started sending out emails about acquiring jobs. I got an email sent to me and they said basically, we're kind of sending out emails for people who may be interested in jobs in working in the park. I'm going to send in my CV as bad as it is. And I'm going to try and see if I can get a job potentially working at the park. So I think that would be really, really fun. And I'm going to put in my job application, if there's a Harry Potter world, I would love to work in the Harry Potter world. But we'll have to see how that works out. Florida is disgustingly humid and hot. Yeah, I know. I've been there several times, man. It's crazy. It really, really is. But guys, so we'll finish off in like 5 minutes or so. So guys, we're going to finish in just a couple of minutes, but before we go, do me a favor, guys. If you're not following me yet, follow me on my social media links. I have Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I upload, you know, fun pictures, kind of news stories, all that kind of stuff across the Wizard Rest social links. So make sure you do follow me on social media, guys. I would love to have you over there, and you can check out the content, you know, get your daily kind of bite-sized information from the Harry Potter Wizarding world, some fun pictures, gifs, memes, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you do follow the social media links. Guys, I'll post them up here quickly for you. Okay. almost almost kind of choked on my own drink then. That was fun. So guys, I think that's a brilliant place to kind of end off our stream tonight. We've been going for an hour and 30 minutes. I think this is one of the longest streams we've done so far. But Erica's laughing at me like, oh my god. Just like, I love making an absolute fool of myself live on camera in front of you guys. I love to entertain. I love to entertain, just choking to death on camera. It's all fun. But anyway, back to what I was saying, if I can even concentrate. We have the Lego Harry Potter land. Yeah, that's true. So what I was saying, guys, I'm going to be moving over to the Discord members channel. So come over to the Discord members server if you are a member. We'll be doing a bit of an after party kind of chat there. We can join in, we can chat, do all kinds of things over there for the next half an hour or so, guys, if you're interested in doing that. And by the way, thank you so much for being here. Everyone who supported the stream, thank you so much. And if you did send in a super chat, I will be sending you one of my Ravenclaw postcards. So I will get in contact with you. And if you're happy for that to happen, you know, we can sort that out. But it's been great to have you guys here. It's been a fantastic stream. You guys make this content possible. And I have a wonderful time getting to know all you guys, chatting to you guys each week. Absolutely love it. Just makes me so much happy. And I think this is a great community. It's been fantastic. And yeah, like I say, join me over on the Discord members channel. We'll have a bit of a chinwag there for the next half an hour. And the next live stream is going to be the same time, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Wednesday. So make sure you come back to the channel on Wednesday, guys, where we'll be doing our next live stream. And then after that, we'll be doing again Saturday, Sunday, next weekend. Thanks so much, guys. Love you all. Thanks for the support. And I will see you guys in the very next video.